Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Great to see everyone here. Thanks if you're joining us just from our previous stream, but if you're also tuning in for the first time, great to have you. We are so privileged to have Rosie back on the stream. If you caught Rosie a little bit before Christmas or the winter break, we were working on some really fun photo editing, some self-portraiture, and we're excited to bring her back for some more portraiture. Hi, Rosie. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Having a really good start to the year, which is nice. We've got a lot of people already in the chat saying hello, from Ash to Emily. Looks like Anna is in here as well. So it's
Yeah.
good to see you guys. If you have questions for Rosie as we hop into the work, please by all means throw them in. We had a lot of really great questions last stream, and it was really fun, really engaging. So there are no dumb questions as long as they're respectful. And we're here for a good time. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. We'll get some polls up and stuff as we're going. But we are here all day on YouTube for Adobe Live, so thank you for being here. And I guess for people who have never seen your work before, or this is their first stream with you, do you want to just give a quick uh, description of yourself as an artist, I guess?
Sure. So I'm Rosie Hardy. I've been creating mainly self-portraits since I was about 15 years old, and I've just never stopped. I love fantasy, I love surreal, I love whimsical, I love anything that's got a bit of a fairy tale twist, and that is what we'll be editing today.
Fantastic. All right. So, you are based over the pond. So
I
you're
am.
over. And how is the weather over there now? Is it nice and
There's a
snowy?
storm. No, yeah, well,
Yeah.
though it was snowy when I shot these pictures about 2 days ago, but it is super stormy today. So the wind
Okay.
is battering down, and
All right.
everyone is terrified, and we've been told not to leave our homes. So what a
No.
great
Wow.
excuse
Okay.
for an
Wow. All
Adobe
right.
Live.
So if we lose any connection or anything, blame it on the wind, guys. Don't blame it on me.
Yeah, yeah, it's the
But you
storm.
got to have a fun little wintry approach here, which is always fun to
Yes,
see.
it was
And
freezing.
for you love to torture yourself in these photo shoots, I feel like. So tell us a little bit about the photo shoot day and kind of what we're looking at.
Sure. So I bought this beautiful red dress from a website called Selkie. I'll just pull up a little picture of it here. It's gorgeous. It's lovely. I've had it
Wow,
for
it's got
a
a train and
while.
everything.
Yeah, it's my dream dress. And
Yeah.
I thought I'd take it out to the woods. Unfortunately, the woods were so cold and snowy. I wanted to go into the deep bits further away. And as soon as I got out my van, I was like, absolutely not. I am going to the nearest tree possible.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do a little kind of woodland photo shoot, maybe kind of see where I could take it. I have a lot of pictures, as you can see down on the bottom. I've got a lot of stuff to go through. So I thought I'd open this session by kind of exploring the new Lightroom Culling platform and seeing what I can do to speed up my progress. So shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's go ahead and dive in.
Yeah.
We know that you draw a lot of inspiration from fairy tales, fantasy, kind of mythical approaches. And so, what were you thinking with this one? What kind of inspired this photo shoot?
Well, I was kind of torn between the idea of sort of Little Red Riding Hood or potentially a bit of like Snow White in a red cape with lots of apples. And then I can just kind of spiral from there. So I can go woodland creatures, I can go animals of any kind. So I thought I kind of explore both of those pathways, but I still even now don't know exactly where I'm going to take it. So we're going to
Okay.
discover it along the way within the hour.
I love it. We love a little exploration. I know this is not first thing in the morning for you. For people on the West Coast, it is earlier for them. For me in Brooklyn, we're across the whole coast. So this is a great lunchtime break for me. And excited to see where this goes. So we are in Lightroom Classic.
We
That is
are.
your program of choice. And
That's
we
it.
are looking at a bunch of the different things you have. We have import. It looks like you have what, 84 of these pictures?
I've got a lot. I think I've got 184. Oh, there could be an 84 that we're just looking at right now, but I've got
Wow.
a
Okay.
ton. So,
And so when you're looking to select, what are you looking for?
when I'm only looking for one picture, first of all, which makes 84 pictures seem even more overwhelming than it needs to be. I'm
Yep.
looking for a shot where the dress looks good. I'm looking for a shot that looks magical. I'm looking for a shot that's perhaps a little bit different to all the others because I feel like if one shot stands out within a big group, then that's probably there's a reason for it. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to find that shot. I'd also like it to be sharp, which when you're taking self-portraits, anyone who's ever tried to take a self-portrait will know that trying to get yourself in focus while setting a focus on your camera and then kind of running into shot is near enough impossible. So
Yeah.
I'd like for it to be sharp. We'll see. And I'd like for it to just be an inviting shot, I would say.
That's yeah, we love it. I know that you said sometimes your partner helps you out with taking some photos and stuff, but a lot of times you're also doing it solo. Is
Yeah,
this one of the ones where you were solo, or did he come out
yeah.
and help you shoot?
No, he was working this day, so I had to go
Okay.
out alone, which was fun. I've had a bad back for about 4 months, so I had to get the tripod down, and luckily I didn't have chairs and stuff to lug this time. But yeah, this was a
You had a
solo
bad back, and you said,
solo.
you know what I want? I want to have a giant dress that will definitely pull on everything. So
Oh, and
self
everyone
torture.
who's anyone was there on this shoot as well. I got heckled by a group of people. It was great
That's
fun.
awful.
Yeah, people
Um,
just pulling off. I was like, I'm busy. I'm sorry.
we have a very nice I believe it's Anna El Delgado saying I've been following
Ooh,
Rosie's work since her Flickr days, which
no
love a
way.
throwback, and her work is
Wow.
just so inspirational. I have loved seeing her evolve while retaining her unique style. Which is great. Yeah, we'll have
Oh,
to also
that's
take a look at your
so nice.
Instagram in a little bit here. But I
Oh.
also feel bad I keep distracting you before we hop into stuff.
No,
So
that's all
let's
right.
hop
That's all
into it.
right. Lovely. Well, thank you very much, Anna. This is a nice Flickr revisit, but with a slightly better dress than I could afford when I was 15. So basically, when I'm looking at all my pictures and outtakes that I've done on a shoot, it's often very overwhelming. There's often lots of shots like this, which are absolutely no use to me. There's lots of shots like this, which are also absolutely no use to me. And there's just a lot of stuff to get through. So when I'm culling, I've always it's been one of my more time consuming kind of processes to have to go through. So
Okay.
I was really excited when assisting culling was kind of launched because I think it's a good way of saving a bit of time. So straight away, I've already had a play with it. I'm kind of exploring it as I go, but learning where I want to take it. And the first thing that I'm really interested in is stacking, because what stacking does is it puts everything into stacks, which makes a lot of sense. So when you
Yeah.
can click, yeah, when you
Imagine that.
click stack, imagine that. It's almost like they thought about it before they named it. But you can stack by capture time or you can stack by visual similarity. Now,
Okay.
obviously, all these pictures look pretty visually similar because I just set the tripod up at one or two trees and shot. So they're all going to look pretty similar. So stacking visually for me in this shoot isn't going to help. If it was maybe multiple shoots I was trying to do or a wedding, I'd have a lot more use for visual similarity. But today I'm going to stack by capture. And you can adjust how much you want to stack by the capture. You can see it working here. So if I want to kind of breeze through really quickly, I can go for stacking this much and I can just literally get everything put into 3 stacks. Or if I want to take a little bit more time, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it down to about here. And that will just give me a good, how many stacks? 11 stacks to explore. So
A
let's
little bit
stack them up.
more manageable than 100 and whatever 63 or whatever we had
Exactly.
before.
It
Um,
makes it immediately, I can remember the shoot like this. I can remember the first tree I went to and I went, oh, this is fine, but it just feels a little bit meh. But I remember getting a few good shots of the dress here. Number 4, you can see the couple good shots of the back of the dress. And then I moved to the second tree in the second half of the shoot, and I was so cold. And I remember getting my favorite shots around this time. So immediately, just from my own brain, I know I'm going to want to explore these shots a bit more.
yeah.
Over on the side, we can see ways that we can cool them down even further. So if I want to kind of put the subject in focus to make sure that everything that is in my face is actually sharp, I can do that with a really clever slider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just for now what happens when I put my sharpness to 100. Basically, I don't get any shots in focus ever. I've
You're
never,
like, that's my
I've
trademark.
never, it is a trademark. I don't think I've ever got a shot which is perfectly sharp. Luckily for me, I'm not too tech focused in that sense. I'm okay with a bit of a blurry shot. And I'm really glad that this feature allows for you to choose your own sharpness because otherwise it wouldn't work for me at all. So I say probably about 70% is where I'm pretty happy. But if we expand a stack here, let's just use this one as an example. Let's see if there's any, oh, all of those were absolutely fine. But let's see if there's any others. I'm just going to collapse it back again that were in fact not in focus at the 70% mark. Oh my God, I'm scoring high here. Scoring high. Hang on a minute. I'm sure there were some. Hang on. So if we go for this one, for example, so I just upped it to 80 instead of 70. And as you can see here, I'm running and I'm definitely not in focus, but the tree behind me is in focus.
That's the
So the
real star right
software's
there.
reading the photo, yeah, and it's saying the subject is out of focus. So that's pretty bad. So let's go back to the full set. So this definitely helps give me more of an idea of what's in focus and what's not. Again, I feel like I'm just showing you all my terrible photos here.
I think these are
It's a
great. I think you're being too hard on yourself.
it's a great shot of the dress. The dress looks great, but I'm clearly like mid bend or something like that. So that would again be a no-go. And it's already kind of recognized that I'm out of focus. So that's helping me draw everything down, which is great. So let's go back and let's explore a little bit
Wow, look in
more.
stack 10. The light through the dress is really cool.
Ooh, we can explore stack 10. So let's have a look see. So
Where'd
some
that
of
go?
these came out
Oh,
really
ooh.
well. We've got a few.
You did some
So
fun stuff here. Oh, look at
oh
that.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
stacking and unstacking like a mofo.
Yeah.
So here I
That's a
did some
little
fun
bit of
stuff
handsmaid
here.
sale here.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought I'd explore. I was also just really cold, and I just thought I'd just kind of like to wrap the skirt part around me, so you can see me doing that here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that back down to 70 because you never know when you get a really good shot. And I'm going to explore my final stack, and I think this is the one you saw with the light coming through the dress.
I believe
But as you can
so.
see, that one's
Thank you.
terrible, but that one's pretty good. I'd take
That
that
one's
one.
great. And the little Red
So
Riding Hood, little the Red Witch. We've
Red
got
Witchy Riding Hood, I'll be that character. So I'm going to
yeah,
rate that
I'd
at
watch it.
5. That one I'm just
Oh, she's
cold,
cold.
and then just cold. These ones also look pretty cool. I quite
Those
like
do look
this
cool.
one too. I'm gonna rate that a 5. And this one I
Oh,
love. I'm gonna rate that a
I
5. I'm
love
gonna
the
rate that a
motion here.
5. These ones terrible. But that just helps me kind of narrow down immediately
Wait,
where
no,
I'm gonna
can we
go.
please go like two back when you yeah, you're like I'm freezing.
Laugh it
I
up,
feel
Ryan. Laugh
you.
it up. Yeah,
I
I
feel
was
you.
so cold. And then these ones, they're fine, but they're not like amazing. I want to make
Yeah.
sure that instead of seeing all, I'm just seeing the selects because I don't want to
Okay.
have to go through any that. And as well, you can have here, you can have misfires, you can have exposure issues that you want to reject. So you can have a big pile of rejects. Oh, no, have I got a filter on? Have I applied a filter by accident? Filter by rating. No.
Oh,
No, where did my photos go? Hang on, let's bring them all
sorry,
back
we
to
have to delete
synchrony.
all of them. You have to go back out in the snow. Sorry. Good luck in the
Oh,
wind.
but I am still learning how to use it, and it is really really useful. I'm definitely enjoying what it's giving me. So if I go back to my photos that I was really enjoying, so I'm going to go over to where were they? They were around here somewhere. They were my 5-star rated ones. So let's go for library, filter by rating. Let's go back to the 5 stars. So here they are down here. And I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to put them into this view so I can kind of see them all together and see which ones I like the look of. So I would say for me, I don't like this one so much. So I'm going to X that one out and I'm going to leave my 3 in survey view that I think are better. I think of these 3, I'm more drawn to these 2. And while
Ah,
this one's got all the hair going on and it's
yeah.
got that bit of movement, there's something about this shot in the pose that it's more of a character. This
Okay.
one feels to
Oh, they're
me a
both
bit more.
characters. They're both characters. That's for sure.
Hmm. The left one I'm more drawn to emotionally. I feel like that one says scared. That one says it's got the story behind it more than this one. This one just says like a bit more commercial. So I think I'm more drawn to that one. If
the
anyone
the the
disagrees,
the
feel
the
feel free
the
to.
the first the first one is like, oh grandmother, what big
Yeah.
ears you have, and the second one is like, grandma, mama, slay.
Exactly. So
Boots.
I think, yeah, this one would be my choice. So this is how I'm immediately going to go around, and I can always zoom in here and just make sure that it's all good. So yeah,
What are
you
you
can see
holding?
I'm
What's
in.
the white? Is that your clicker?
Oh, that's a label from the
That's a
skirt.
label.
So
Okay.
yeah, this wasn't a cloak. This was a skirt that I decided to make into a cloak. So you can see where it's
Oh,
supposed to
very
join there.
fun.
Yeah, and it was also
Cool.
very warm, so I'll take that.
Yeah,
And
that's always
so
a perk.
what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show it in my Finder, and it's this picture here. And I love that function. I don't know if that's a new thing as well, but the show in Finder from when you've got them in your kind of Lightroom catalog is
Hmm.
great. So I can literally just drop that straight into Photoshop.
This one's just
Boom,
called
there we
Red
go.
Snow. Love that.
Red snow. We love it. And that's again where the blood came in. I also opened this one up earlier because I knew that I liked the skirt on that. And this is the exact same shot that I've opened up, but I've just expanded just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because my next thing, so I like to look at it in Photoshop for a little bit and think, where do I want to take it?
Yeah.
Before I do anything with it majorly wise, I know that there's not enough scene here for me. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the sides. I'm just going to move my little visual of the live across to the side. Move. Oh, it's
Oh, don't
there
worry.
you
We
go.
can't see it anyway, so you're good.
Okay, good. Lovely. So obviously, using this, I will be doing a little bit of generative fill because I love a little bit of generative fill. And I'm using the Firefly Fill and Expand, and I find that that is really good. I feel like that today is the first time I've ever properly played with it, and the Fill and Expand is 10 out of 10. So I'm going to put more snowy trees. And I have done some down here just in case this doesn't work first time, because we all know that Generative Fill likes to sometimes throw out a few curveballs to choose from.
I mean,
So we'll
that's
just see
what
what it
that's keeps
gives
us
us
on our
first.
toes, right?
Exactly, exactly. So let's
Oliver's
have a look.
saying,
See.
nice to see this in action on photos it works with because I tried it on my nature photos and just didn't know what to do at all. Yes, I know it's intended for people's photos,
Ah,
which would make sense. Oliver
yeah.
has some really great bird photos as well. Emily's
Ah, I'd love to
liking
see those.
my retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. It's a new classic. And then I put up a new poll for our viewers on YouTube to ask people if it has snowed yet this winter where they live. And so far, it looks like 60% are saying yes. I have not voted, but
Nice.
it did snow here. It's all gone now, but
Oh,
it snowed in New
it's
York,
a,
and it was very pretty.
I'd love to see New York in the snow. My best friend
It
lives
was
in
very
New
fun.
York, and I'm
Yeah.
dying to go in the snow. As you can see, Firefly, sorry, not Firefly, Generative Fill has given us a really great result there. That
Yeah.
is a 10 out of 10 result. I'm really happy with that. And that was
I'm loving the
the,
blurry like
the
depth of focus.
right. I swear it never used to give that good results. Like, and I love a bit of blur in the foreground as well. So I had
Yeah.
another one drawn up for this, which was this one, but I prefer the one that it's
I like
just
this
done. So I'm
one.
gonna
The
chuck
wonkiness of the
that in the
bark
bin.
too adds a little,
Mmm,
mystery mystic to it.
it's lovely. So I'm going to just take that one straight away. And then I did one for the other side as well, which
Oh,
I was
nice.
happy with that. But we'll go again while we're live as well and just see, put it
We'll
to the
do it
test and
live.
see what we got. Why not? So we'll go for
Um,
exactly the same prompt, more snowy trees. We'll just see what it gives us. And
and it
this is,
expands it.
it's my go-to way for doing this. The amount of expanding I used to do in my work by hand, and it would take me the first solid hour just to expand my image and make it not look horrific. So this is a real, I don't know, it's really improved my work and workflow
Oh,
quite a lot.
interesting.
So
Ooh, that
um,
one's kind of crazy. The third one.
yeah,
Third
I
one is
like
giving kind of
it.
like Wicked
This one,
Woods. Yeah, a little bit.
ooh, it is,
But it has
it
too
is.
much red on the side still.
Yeah, and I can just go
So,
again and get rid of that red. But I think
yeah.
overall, which was my other one? This one. I liked
Yeah,
this one because kind of what this brings on this side with the foreground, this kind of gives in the background.
certainly.
It just gives a little bit more of a kind of curve that way as well. So I'm going to
A sense of
keep that
space.
one. Exactly.
Very
So
lots of depth.
check
Like it
that.
feels like a lot more focused in between foreground and background here.
I just
Um,
deleted the wrong layer. I'm an idiot. There we go. That's the one.
drag
Oh,
her.
yeah. Drag. I'm
Talking to
going
you,
to
not
get rid of
the
that
chat. Please
layer.
be nice, chat. Um, we have
It's
someone from
okay.
Miami, Florida, saying no snow for them.
No,
And
I
Dino's excited
understand.
that it even expands the dress, which is nice.
It does expand the dress, and it's
Which is good to
given, if
see.
you look here as well, that's the thing that kind of really blew my mind. It's given proper texture. It
Yeah,
hasn't just expanded the dress to like a crappy hem. it's
Yeah.
given me a really nice ragged hem. It almost knows that I want to be some kind of like peasant child from a fairy tale, which is pretty good if you ask me. So I'm gonna flatten that down for now, but obviously the bottom still needs work. And if I'm honest, I wouldn't like to use generative fill to expand the bottom because I know I've got good photos of the dress in full bloom and it's a great dress and I wouldn't want to waste that with something that wasn't really real. And I think B as well, the snow, because it's definitely going to be a lot in focus, you can't get away with it as much. So
Yeah.
given that the background's a bit softer here and obviously softer on the left-hand side, I'm going to make sure that I do the front with my own pictures. So we're going to keep that as is for now. But overall, as it looks right now, I feel like there could be more to the picture. I feel
Okay.
like there could be an element that I add in that just gives it that extra pop. So what I've been using recently and playing with is Firefly Boards. Have you used Firefly Boards, Ryan? Is that a
Oh
stupid
yeah,
question?
every week. That's where I have my file new show is always in Firefly Boards.
Very
So I'm
nice.
hopping in here a lot. I use it mostly for mood boarding personally,
Oh,
where I'm kind
cool.
of like hopping around. But
Yeah,
how do you use
I'm
it?
also I'm also using it for mood boarding. I feel like before all of this became a thing, I was a sketcher and a really
Mm.
bad sketcher. I should know I can't draw for toffee. It's the reason I'm a photographer. I took art at school and my drawings were just so bad that there was absolutely no point me going into it because there's so many people that are a million times better. I just about
Yeah.
do stick men. So I figured that kind of cameras and editing and things like that, you've got way more control over, and the image actually looks real. So I
Okay.
decided photography was for me. And I've been using Firefly boards instead of sketching to kind of just see where I could take an image without having to spend a lot of time making that image halfway there, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if I wanted to edit, a lot of the time, I just like now, I don't really know where it's going to go, but I've got an idea. And rewind a couple of years back, if I wanted to see what it would look like with a bear in, I'd actually have to find a bear that would fit, drop that in, and get an idea of seeing what the exact bear I needed would look like. Whereas Firefly boards, I can just mess around with concepts and see what concept I like, and then kind of go, no, that doesn't work actually, move on to the next. That one I like, let's just see a few more. And I find that really helpful. So
Yeah.
that's what I've been using it for. So what I want to do is I want to add an image reference, which is obviously going to be my own reference. So let's select that picture, which I believe is this one. So I'm using my own picture from my own photo shoot, completely unedited, none of the adjustments we've done on Photoshop. And I'm going to say, hang on, hello, right there. I'm going to
Make her
say,
warmer.
woman standing in red, cape and dress in snow. And then let's go for the Snow White vibe for now. Surrounded by red apples and a basket of
Ooh.
red apples. And let's just see how that looks. So I'm going to generate
I'm
that.
gonna
Let me
hide
just
us real
see. I
quick so
want
people
to.
can see the prompt.
Oh,
So
good
we will
idea. I'm
disappear for
also
just a second. There we
gonna
go.
I'm gonna generate with Gemini, because that I found has been my favorite thing to generate with. I'll generate in Firefly as well, but just for now, I'm just going to generate in Gemini. And I have a little backup board again, so if this does take a while, we can just revisit some of the ones I made earlier.
No,
But
certainly.
we'll
I
see.
do have a
We'll
question
see
for
what it
you
gives us.
about
Mm-hmm.
your process. So I know we're joking about you being cold outside and taking photos by yourself, blurry, yada yada yada. But how long would you say a photo shoot like this takes? Because you're taking over 100 some photos. Do you tend to just like rally through them really quickly, and then race home, or are you out there for like an hour?
I think I was out there for about 45 minutes for this one,
45 minutes. Okay.
because you've got to kind of work in, you parked up, well, you drive there first of all, then you've got to, that took me about an hour, then you've got to set your camera up. I don't tend to go out in costume, I tend to change out there. This
Hmm.
exception, I did go just with a big coat on.
I
And
would say it would
then
be very
you
fun to be pulled over for speeding or something, like dressed in that dress.
I live in fear of someone recording me for TikTok driving around in a ball gown. I live
It's
in fear of it.
like
Um,
you close the car door on it, you know.
yeah, exactly. But so I'd say for this one I was about 45 minutes, but I've done other self-portraits that I've literally spent a whole day
Yeah,
doing.
that makes
So
sense.
I'd say for this one was about 45 minutes. We
Okay.
have a generation here. So obviously I would never use this as my finished product. As you can see, it doesn't really look like me. It kind of looks like a
Yeah.
Madame Tussauds waxwork of me, but that's fine because I
Coming
can
soon.
see overall, coming soon, I can see overall what it would look like to put in some your apples and a basket, and that does look cool. It's got a good vibe. It's come out widescreen, so clearly I need to go back and I need to go back to my generate image, and I'm going to change it from widescreen to portrait because I usually work in portrait. And then instead of red apples, so we can see how that looks. It looks cool. Let's go for, so let's have a bear with a brown
A little bit of a
snowy
little bit of a
bear.
change. Straight
Yeah.
from nice fruit to potentially deadly situation. Although I guess if it's Snow White,
Exactly.
the
It was
apples can also be
deadly.
deadly.
Just the
Oliver
apples.
Oliver's saying generative expand has really helped him being able to make 9:16 versions of photos that can't be cropped to that size, which I think is a testament to kind of what you just worked
100%.
on with switching landscape and portrait. And then Oliver is
100%.
also thinks that driving around in ball gowns would probably end up being a TikTok trend. So you could start it. It could be your
I
thing.
did. I did see a worker from one of the Disneyland places get. I think she was Cinderella. I did see a video of her driving on the motorway go
Oh, I
live.
did see that over
Um,
Christmas. That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. I was like,
yeah,
that's me waiting to happen. Ooh,
yeah.
hello bear. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
hello,
So
bear.
we can see what a bear looks like, and that
Yeah.
looks pretty decent.
It
And
kind of looks like you're like, ooh, oh, there's a bear. Ooh.
doesn't matter. Oh goodness. But I think there's a bit of a disjoint. Like I look like I'm
Yeah.
scared, but it doesn't look like I'm scared of the bear, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, for sure.
I prefer, even though my face looks a lot less freaky in this shot, I
It
prefer the
does look
apples
similar. Yeah.
and the surrounding on this shot. What I'll do, because obviously we're limited on time, we've only got an hour. I'll go back to my first ever board. So here is what,
Wow.
yeah. So it
Look
provided
at
me with a
this.
little stretched out version with just some apples, no basket, and then I can double click and I can, oh, hang on a minute. I can show
Love it.
you the, come back to me,
I'm also
generate
loving
image.
this red
I can show
fox
you the
over
prompt.
here. Loving
Yeah, we did a
these
fox.
architecture that you have incorporated.
It's a really good way of seeing a lot of ideas and their potential really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So flowing red material around models, super long red cape, dragging through the snow, covered in apples. And then I tried here, oh, hang on, with some arches, just to see if I
Mm-hmm.
added in a bit of a location vibe, whether it would change it. But I didn't like the arches. I thought the arches looked
Oh
just
yeah.
weird.
All
Yeah,
right.
I
I'm here for it.
if it was
But
a if it was a real place, I think it could look
mhm,
cool. But I just felt it overpowered the red dress. What's the point in
this is
having a
true.
cool red dress if you're gonna be making cool arches? So
No,
then
I
I
hear you.
tried a little fox, and then I tried a white wolf.
Ooh,
And
very
and
Game of
again,
Thrones.
I think I prefer the fox. I don't. If you have
Yeah.
a preference, let me know.
I have a preference to the
Um,
fox for sure, but
do
we can
you?
also ask chat if chat. I think I just have a thing for foxes. I like
Ah,
foxes.
I like foxes too. What do you think about the wolves though? The
Oh,
grey wolves.
wolves are cool. Different
Wolves are
vibe,
very
giving more
cool.
villain. Fox is giving more hero. Wolf
Absolutely.
is giving more
Uh-huh.
villain.
Absolutely. And then I did a super long cape, which I really, really liked. It put apples on the cape too, but I was like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I tried to kind of do a bit of a, again, another gothic thing here that didn't really work. Here's my bear. It even gave the bear a cape, which is
It's
so
giving Narnia, I feel like,
cute.
even though there's not
Yeah.
really, you know.
But
Um,
I think for me, right now, this one was my winner because this one it focuses on what I wanted to focus on, the dress. I know I've got shots. I love the snow on the bottom of the dress because it makes it look like I've just been stood there for ages. And that's a
yep.
nice little bit of storytelling that it kind of worked in without me asking it to, which was great. I tried flowing material.
Oh, interesting. That's
Um,
giving a heart shape.
yeah, it is giving a bit of heart shape, but
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for flowing material. I feel like it I always picture when I see flowing material, someone out of frame fluffing the dress. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be a really natural poof for me to like it. Otherwise, I just go, oh, there's just someone there doing that.
There's someone
So
there. You know the back end too well. It's like once you know your profession,
that's
it
it.
ruins so many things for you.
That's it. And honestly, it took me a long while to come around to like seeing lots of photos from one photo shoot because it would just ruin the magic to me. I
Yeah.
was, you see more than one photo and you're like, oh, it was a photo shoot, magic
Yeah.
gone. So yeah, it took me a while to come around to that. But this one was my winner so far. And
The
then if I
apples in
come
the
down
snow are
here,
giving
I,
like perfume or
ooh,
like a candle advertisement of some sort.
yeah, candy
Um,
apple, yummy.
oh yeah,
Um,
that too.
and then what I
Um,
did here is I went to, where did I go? To, sorry,
I put up a quick
getting all my
poll in the YouTube chat
buttons
to
wrong.
ask between all the animals what people were drawn towards, and right now it's split between the red fox and the three wolves, which
Ooh,
I
well,
might.
I'm going to ignore everyone because I've not
Well,
made
no,
a
you don't
sound for
have to. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to work off of this. Just more so of like
that.
where what people are resonating with and what people are seeing here.
I
Um,
think if I was to combine the long cape with the wolves, that could be a killer. I think that
yeah.
could be a real killer. What I did is I went to Upscale with Topaz Labs for this one, and I clicked a couple of these as a little kind of tester. And I
Okay.
clicked max creativity first just to see how it would upscale. And it produced this gorgeous image,
Oh
which
wow.
is absolutely no longer me, which is fine because
Absolutely
it's
no longer you. Also, your hair got
definitely
like
no longer me.
way curlier.
But it's very cool to see the quality. And then
Yes.
I did the same again and I upscaled and I went to subtle creativity, which is the lowest amount of creativity we can upscale it with.
Hmm.
And it produced this picture, which again is
Oh
no
yeah.
longer me. However, the quality of this was
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
The
I
detail of the
absolutely
snow, specifically on the dress, I feel like is really strong.
incredible. So good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm also going to export it in and down into my downloads. And I'm going to maybe bring that in if I need a little bit of a, what's the word, like a stencil, like a kind of like
Hmm.
little tracer. Because I love the look of that. I love the
Yeah.
look of that. I also found, I don't know if you will know that this exists because you use Firefly Boards a lot, but I found a really cool technique, which was, let's see if I can recreate it, edit, and then I want to remove. And then I'm going to, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, she says, this worked when I did it
She
before.
says, "Don't touch my work."
Brush the area. I'm brushing the area I want you to change. It's just moving. Hang on,
um,
let me exit and try that one again. Edit and then remove. It's working now. There
there
we
you
go.
go. We also have a
There we
comment
go.
from Dino Rex, which seems like a great tip here. It says, usually if we're working with faces, the prompt is really important to keep the characteristics of the face. I usually use preserve the identity of the person in the prompt.
Love that. Great technique. I like that.
Yeah.
And I will be logging that for future reference because it's great seeing me in different faces, but I would prefer it to just be me.
To just
That's
preferably be
a
your face. And you're weird for
100%. So
that.
here we
I
go.
don't know. I don't know about that.
It's a self-portrait after all. So
I'm
we
just kidding.
removed the apples and there they go. The
There we
apples are
go.
gone. So
R.I.P.
if
Except
we
for the
wanted
one
to
in the
see
snow. There's one in the snow.
I like the one in the snow. I just didn't
Lone
like the ones on
survivor.
the dress so much. So it's really interesting that you can actually do that within Firefly Boards. And I didn't realize that. So
Yeah.
there we go. Very
So,
cool. So let's bring that picture back into Photoshop. Okay, so we're back where we were before. And now I know the direction I want to take it in.
okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by expanding down back with my red. I don't know why I chose red as the background for this one, but I did. And then I'm going to just click off here so I can show you the full process. I'm going to take the bottom of my dress, just like this. And then we're going to select the snow as well. So once that's taken me, just going to chop my head off because I
Off
don't
with her
need
head.
that. Off with her head. It could actually have been a Queen of Hearts shot now that I think
It
about it.
certainly could have been, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So I'm going to copy that over and scale it up because obviously the scale has now changed. And
Okay.
the first thing I could see is obviously the light was a little bit different when I was shooting this, and
Yeah.
the dress does not match up with the direction of my body. So
Yeah.
if we flip the layer.
Also, yeah, I know in previous shoots you've brought some like lighting equipment and stuff. What equipment did you bring for this shoot?
So this was super simple. This was as simple as it gets, really. It was literally just tripod, camera, dress, cape. That was
Okay.
it. Nothing, no other lighting, no other anything special, just just exactly that. So it was a
What
nice
camera
easy
are you
one.
shooting on? And then also, do you have a preference on tripods, or do you just get whatever tripod is closest?
um, so I'm shooting on a Canon 5D Mark IV, which
Okay.
I've shot on for years. I think since I was maybe like 28 or something, I've had a Canon 5D Mark IV. And
Okay.
tripod wise, I've tended to go for the cheapest one in the Argos catalog. But for this one, I use my boyfriend's because I've lost the head to every single tripod that I own. So for this one, for this one, I
That
was
yeah,
like,
that seems like a not a product issue, but more of a you issue.
Oh, it's definitely most things aren't a product issue for me. Most things are a me issue. So I'm just gonna resize the dress down here until it's kind of getting into a bit of a cool shape.
And so
And to
you just
me,
you're using the transform tool, so you were using kind of
yeah,
just what was that, Command T, Control T,
yeah, and distorting. So I was
and then
distorting it.
distorting. Okay,
And then what I'm
gotcha.
gonna do is I'm gonna just change the curves down. So give it a little bit of a boost on the color and try and make it match up. We're getting there.
No, yeah, it's coming along.
It fits a
Also
bit
interesting
better
to see the
there.
light flares on the lower end, which is cool to see.
Mm, yeah, good eye. I'm probably going to take those out though. Sorry.
Oh, you know
There we
what?
go. So you can
Different edits
see
for different folks.
exactly different strokes. So then I'm just going to do a little quick easy blend just to keep the trees in
There
here,
you
just so
go.
they kind of meets the edge. And I'm going to be messy. Not that I'm ever not messy, but I'm going to be messy. And I'm going to take out bits of dress. And there we go. What is that? Oh, that was the dress. So that can probably
Yeah.
stay like that.
But
There we
also, I think we
go.
spoke last
So
stream. You tend to merge down a lot, right?
I do, yeah, no,
Which is
everyone
some
was
chaos. That's chaos right
outraged.
there.
But I think it's the opposite of chaos. Surely lots of layers open is chaos. Surely
Yeah,
flattening
you know what?
down
That's a
is
reasonable idea.
yeah, surely keeping it as one piece is nice and lovely. Just one thing to work on. So let's go for a little bit of that. I'm just going to bring in a little bit more of the texture of the dress there. That'll do for my messiness. That'll
That'll
do.
do.
So let's flatten all of those things down just so it's one nice layer. Big flatten. There we go. Discard the hidden layers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my generative fill to just do some little touch-ups. And because I am chaos incarnate, I'm going to take a few bits at once and get them all done in one foul swoop.
And just hit generate,
And
no prompt. Just let it kind of read
let
the
it
image and go from there.
exactly, that's the plan. So we'll see what it gives us and hopefully it's something pretty nice. I love the look of it already though. Immediately the wind was really bad and I couldn't get the dress to lay like this, but this is
Oh
how
yeah.
I was attempting to get it to lay.
Oh
It
well.
was very frustrating. There we go. So this one's pretty decent. If I go before and after, that's
Yes.
pretty good.
Yes. Yes.
It's even added in light round here. I'd say that is near enough perfect. So I'll flatten that one down. And then I'm
Oliver's
gonna,
freaking
because
out about your merging.
sorry, Oliver, I think I need therapy. And I'm going to do the same again with the middle of the dress because obviously I just kind of wedged two bits of dress together and I'm going to just see what Firefly gives me. I love it. It's great. It's such a really fast way to do what you couldn't do in person.
Certainly.
So this is great. Ooh, this one's got something going on. Quite like
Got some more
that
ruffles.
one. Yeah, this one, these two look are just a bit too ordinary. That one's
Yeah.
got a bit of to it. So we'll go with this one. I like
Certainly.
that. And it's kind of kept the edge of the cloak going around as well. But this line here is annoying me just a little bit. So I'm gonna add more dress to this side. So I'm
Okay.
gonna put add more
Now, when you're
flowing
working on
like
this,
that.
I think a lot of your pieces end up being kind of digital presentations, right?
Yeah.
Do you tend to ever print things out, blow them up? Are you ever thinking about that when you're working on something?
Sometimes I've always been a sharer online
Mm-hmm.
predominantly. The purpose of my work has never been for display. It's never been for exhibition or anything like that. It's always been for the purpose of getting the emotion out of my body,
Yep.
or getting the idea out of my body. So it's never overwhelmed me that the tiny details be correct. Definitely, I see people will probably look on this on their phone and maybe their computer. So as long as it looks good to me on my phone and computer,
Yeah.
that's kind of where the buck stops for me. That said, when I shoot weddings, that's a different story.
Oh,
So when I'm
certainly.
shooting, yeah, when I'm shooting weddings, I'm thinking a lot more clearly on whether the exact perfect details are right. But just for my own personal work, it's more about um, does it say what I want it to
Expression.
say, and does it feel
Yeah,
how I want it to feel? Exactly,
certainly.
exactly.
And I think that comes across
Ooh,
definitely. Ooh, interesting that it kind of lined the tree with the edge
yeah,
of your dress there.
lovely.
Um,
We've got a little a companion here. Hang on. Ooh,
Celebrity
here we go.
appearance. Wait, let me make that full
Celebrity.
screen. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Hey, Juno.
Do you ever
Hi.
take
Whoa.
photos together there? I feel like that'd be very difficult to pull off.
Me and Juno.
Yeah.
Juno is too afraid of the outside world. She's a big scaredy cat, so she stays indoors. We have done a couple of photo shoots with her inside, but she's a big scaredy girl, so
Yeah, I
she
get
stays
that.
away from all the action.
Because you can definitely play
Or
around with the idea with kind of black cats and mysticism
yeah,
there. That's fun.
I have done that. I've taken cats and then just like taken their ears off to make them into the breed that Juno is. And I have to say
Yeah.
as well, just a PSA. Juno was a rescue cat. I did not get a Scottish fold cat that was
Oh.
from any kind of breeder. She was a rescue cat. Scottish
Oh.
folds are really, really like it's a bad breed to breed. You shouldn't breed them. It's been made
Oh.
illegal in Amsterdam this very week, rightly so.
Oh.
So just a
Wow. Just a
PSA. Juno was
PSA.
rescued.
PSA.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a little scaredy
seems
sweetheart.
like sweetheart.
There we go.
So I got
Lovely.
some
So
more
I'd say
variations
it's
here.
coming together. I kind of want just a little bit more something going along here. Plus, I'm not a big fan of these leaves in the snow here, so I'm going to just
Mm-hmm.
add a bit more dress here, add more dress, and it's coming together. Ooh, it's exciting. Oh, and I've
Uh,
just realized that tree just goes up into nothing. So we need to sort that out because right now
yeah.
that tree is just hovering in nothingness.
Yeah, a bit. I mean, I guess you could say that like the snow is doing it, but I feel like it kind of just blurs
Ooh,
out into
I love
obscurity.
how it's given snow kind of on the dress. It's a shame I'm
Yeah.
about to edit that out, but that looks really
Yeah.
cool. I like the
Isn't that
I
always a
like
bummer?
the light there too. It is a bummer.
Got to kill your
I'm
babies though.
gonna I know, so sad. I'm gonna expand it just that little bit more as well. So let's just see. I'm gonna be I want to keep as much of that nice bit of light as possible.
Of
There we
course.
go.
And maybe
And
it'll
I'll just
expand on that when it's also editing out.
one can hope. One could hope. But yeah, so it's
Clever is
looking
commenting on
cool.
Juno's aerodynamic ears.
Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. When I first saw her, I'd never seen a cat with ears like that before. And I
Yeah.
thought, because she came from an abusive household, and I thought her ears had literally been cut off when they told
Oh,
me. And
yeah.
but they hadn't. It was just a
It's just a breed.
naughty breeder.
Mhm.
So the tree looks cool here, but the
Yeah.
bottom is
The
definitely
bottom's a little
hard.
funky.
It's too funky. I might have to sacrifice the tree. I might because I
Yeah.
love the bottom. I love the bottom. That bit's so cool. So let's. Oh, am I gonna have to sacrifice the tree? I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice the tree. Oh
Ooh.
no, that's the
That
sad
yeah, that
thing. I
spike's
really
gonna be
like that
weird.
tree. Yeah, it's gonna be too strange otherwise. Okay, so I'm gonna put more snowy, twisted trees.
Ooh, okay.
Twisted? Eh?
All
Eh?
right.
Help me out here, Jen Phil. But it's looking really cool. I'm happy with the direction this is going in. I feel
No,
like
certainly.
it's longing for something to be hiding down in this corner though. I feel like this
Mm-hmm.
corner's speaking to me. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh. I don't
Ooh,
mind that.
funky. Yeah,
That
no,
don't mind
that's
that.
nice and twisted.
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, okay, okay. We'll take it. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna clear up. Well, actually, what I did like, let me just clear up this snow first of all. I liked
It's
that the cape had snow on it and it
yeah.
looked like I'd been stood there for a while. That was one of the things in Firefly Boards that I was drawn to that I probably wouldn't have thought to put in had I not seen that on Firefly Boards. So let me have a little think. about how I'm going to get that to go on. Let's go for this one. So if I select the dress, and I'll select around here too, and I'll put
And you're
snowy.
just working with a mouse, right?
I'm working on a trackpad again.
Trackpad
Chaos.
Warrior. Jacob's gonna be excited.
Yeah.
Jacob's here. Jacob is very excited about his Trackpad Warriors.
Oh, have I got a fellow trackpadder? I've never met one
Yeah.
before. Everyone I know likes mice.
Yeah, I like
No,
I do a switch between I have one of the like stand up mice and then I also have a Cintiq that I just if I get frustrated enough with something I'll just pull out the stylus and I just draw straight on the screen.
nice. I tried a stylus and I stuck.
Wasn't your
I
vibe?
cannot. It is the furthest thing that I've ever had from easy. I found it so hard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hard. So hard. Ooh, look at this.
Ooh,
Ooh, okay,
okay. This is
okay.
doing something.
So it's definitely doing something. I'm gonna go again though, because I feel like it can do better. I feel like it's got more in it. And I
Jacob says
quite
I am
liked,
pro Trackpad Warrior and he gave some
yeah,
little swords for you.
love you, Jacob.
The guild, the Trackpad Guild. That'd be a fun thing to brand out. Jacob looking at you. You got to make a cute little illustration badge of Trackpad Warriors. We'd love to see.
This sounds great. I'd love that.
We
Ooh,
could give a
okay, it
knowledge
had
stream.
better. It had better. Cool. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so that I didn't know that could happen, but
Yeah,
that looks really
it's like you
nice.
like
I
ran over
love
some like
that.
shrubbery or something.
Mm, yeah, and I feel like that anchors me now into the scene, which I'm a
Mm-hmm.
fan of. So I'm gonna keep this one. I mean, I liked the long dress, but this looks, yeah, that works.
That's
That works.
something.
I'm happy with that. That one
And
sounds
definitely
good.
helps with more of that depth. That's the coolest thing is like we went from something that felt like it was very placed in one area and like
Yeah,
since we've edited more stuff, we've like gone forward and backwards like several yards, which is always nice to see.
exactly. I mean, this shot, when I went to take it, I thought I'll just get a few headshots just in
Hmm.
case. So I mean, I know it's not quite a headshot, but this was more intended to be cropped into a headshot than it was to be a full portrait. So
Yep.
the fact that we've gone from that to that is pretty damn cool.
Yeah,
And
certainly.
then I feel like there's more to be had with the dress. So I'm gonna add in here
Oh, and
more
then actually, since we're talking about
dress.
cropping and stuff,
Yeah.
I know I asked about your camera with the Canon. Do you know what lens you shot this on?
Yeah, so this was on a 50 mil 1.2. My
Okay.
go-to's probably more like a 35.
Okay.
But for this one, I thought because I knew that there was going to be a lot of forest, and I thought the depth of field would be quite nice on the 50. So I went for the 50 for this very
Okay.
shot. Ooh,
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 weird. Okay.
cool. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go one more because I like the direction it's going in. That was
Yeah.
cool. I feel like it's turning into kind of like a red widow.
Yes, very
That
much so.
yeah, she's widowed, but maybe she's the other woman, and she's like walking through the
Stop.
forest. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
certainly.
yeah. That I'm getting the vibe of like kind of like Red Riding Hood, but she's grown up and she's old,
She's grown up. Yeah,
and
she's
and everyone's dead.
she's a professional now. Yeah, she's like grandmother is long
Yeah,
gone. I killed the wolf. She's like I ate the
yeah.
wolf.
Imagine. I'm going to go with this one was the one that took my breath away. So
Hmm.
I'm going to go back with that one. I'm also gonna. I don't like this bit. I don't know why that bit's there. So I'm going to get rid of
Yeah,
that. And I also don't
it's
love
like a
that bit.
sash
And
of
I'm just
sorts.
gonna, yeah, I'm gonna just tighten this bit up. So I'll just tighten that up, tighten that up, tighten that up, and put more dress flowing. So super simple prompt wise. I feel like I don't overcomplicate my prompts unless it's with Gemini. I feel like
Hmm.
Gemini is the one way you want to go. Complicated on
Hyper
nano banana.
specific.
Banana. Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
with Firefly, I try and just keep it super simple.
right.
Okay, so there we go. Boom, that'll do.
Yeah, that add some edges and some curves around the side to make it feel a little bit more circular.
Lovely. I'll take it. I will take it. The other thing I'm going to do is literally just tighten a few bits up now before I run
I
it
know we only
through
have a
some
few minutes
colors.
left. Time flew by.
Yeah,
Um,
we did good.
For those of you joining us live, make sure you stick around. We do have some more streams coming up after this. You can always check the schedule over on the official Adobe Live Discord, right under the schedule section. You can see that we are right here in exploring improved Lightroom, culling, and Firefly boards with Rosie Hardy. But right after this, you will be automatically brought over to creating custom animated alerts with our dear friend Pixie Pio, and also Emily, who has been in the chat. Will be hosting her, which is fun. Then followed by a return of making decisions and on the spot. So we've got quite a few more hours of content. Make sure you hop into the Discord. We'd love to see you there. And that's where you can always check out the schedule.
Beautiful. Right, I have exported my final picture. I'm going to put it down back into Lightroom. I'm going to try and put it back into Lightroom. And then we're just going to do a quick color. And hopefully we'll have a finished shot within the space of an hour, which is pretty cool. And I'm happy with it too. Oh, sorry, you're seeing all my pictures from everywhere. There we go. Oh, lovely, very nice. And let's go to develop. And I've got my presets down in the corner, and I'm just going to go through and see which one.
Bam, bam, 2.
Bam! I mean, they work. It was for a company called BAM, I have to say. It was for a company called BAM.
They're
but
adding
it
some really
works.
cool, interesting to it.
Bam! There we go.
Bell fountain light.
I feel like I have so many Disney and fairy tale related picture numbers. Ooh, that one's got a... Ooh, that one's a little bit dark, but with a tweak, that could really work. Hang on a minute. No, I quite like the darkness there. There's something in this that I'm a fan of. Obviously, the dress is now orange, so let's bring that back to red.
Back to red. We don't want to lose our Red Riding Hood.
No, and it keeps it quite true to life as well.
Oh, it's super blue.
Super blue. But I feel like there's something in this. What I tend to do as well when I'm doing my colors is I'll export like 3 different versions of colors that I like, and then I'll blend them all together. So I have my own very completely unrecreatable, even for me, version of colors. And so I feel like this is my favorite so far. Let's make that blue a little bit colder. Yeah, I like that one so far.
I also feel like it's one of those things with color a lot of times is like I'll be really invested in it, and then I'll walk away and I come back and it looks completely different.
100%.
And so sometimes it's always like you have to like reapproach color after you like go get a coffee or, you know,
just color is savage to me because I feel like it edits differently in the day to what it does in the night. And you see it the next morning and you're just like, oh, I hate it now. It's so difficult. This one too, I quite like as well. It's a little bit too contrasty for me. So I'm just going to like play. No, I hate that one now. No. Oh, go back. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Ooh. I like this one. This one's very cool. So I reckon I am going to go with this one. That's good. It shows the dress. It's got, this is nice. I like it. I didn't wear any fake tan this day, which is why I look like I'm about to die.
But that's I think that it's the best for the snow, honestly. It's like the
Snow White.
The Snow Witch,
the Snow
right?
White.
Yeah.
But yeah, I look like I'm very ill.
I'm here for it. I mean, I feel you. I always look that way, so.
Oh. Can send you some fake tan if you want.
Yeah, you know, I did it for my wedding.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it was
I'm a
nice.
big fake
Got lots of
tan
compliments.
over here. Okay, I reckon I'm pretty much done. Here we go. So yeah, I'll call that a finished product. Woohoo!
Yeah, well done. Are you able to just quickly? I know we have like 30 seconds left. Are you able to kind of pull up where we started so we can just see it kind of before after real quick?
100%. Let me go back into my Photoshop. There it is.
So yeah, so we started off here. We added a lot of depth. We added a lot of cool fabric interactions, really cool snow interactions, messed with lighting, with color. We did some culling to be able to sort through our pictures faster. We got a lot done. And that shrubbery in the front's very, very cool.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, look at the quality there. That wasn't there too. That's insane.
Oh yeah, we also experimented with Topa's upscaling, which was nice to see. For anyone who's interested in seeing more of your work outside of the stream, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at Georgia Rose Hardy, and you can find me on my website, which is not a great website, but yeah, I guess you'd go there too, which is rosiehardy.com.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again for coming back. We always love having you. Look forward to having you again in the future. And thank you to everyone in the chat who left some great comments as we were going. Jay is asking where the squirrel is. uh,
Hi, Jay.
and thanks for being here. Make sure you guys stick around.
Thanks for having
Like I
me.
said, we have Pixie Pew coming up right after this. And I'll talk to you all real soon. Thanks for being here.
Oh,
Bye.
bye, Ryan.